to our flexible world. You are about to embark on a special trip by way of this video to enjoy the sights and sounds of the three-day bus rally of 1990 that was held in Loudonville, Ohio during the rainy week of July 13, 14, 15. Before we begin with the 1990 Flexible Bus Rally, Ron and I would like to take you on a slight detour and travel through time to the first two Flexible Bus Rallies. Journey with us through 1988, where we will highlight various activities and events of that year and show many familiar faces and coaches. Here we are, 1986, the year of the first Flexible Bus Rally. Let's browse through the first video Ron and I produced to get a feel of the history of the beginning of the Flexible Bus Rallies. Let's return to 1986 to experience all the fun, friends, and excitement of that rally. The first Flexible Bus Rally, 1986. There would have been no Flexible Bus Rallies ever, but there were. Thanks to the foresight, dedication, and hard work of Dick and Betty Marson of Methven, Massachusetts.
It was our pleasure. Enjoy it.
Dick and Betty sent flyers to the Flexible coach owners announcing plans for a rally in Loudonville, Ohio, and the response was most positive. The flyers and upcoming rally inspired Flex owners to spruce up their coaches, and we all met at the Mohegan Run Resort for the very first time. With Dick and Betty Marson as rally hosts, there began a tradition of friendships with other Flexible owners with whom we could share our interests and discuss the trials, tribulations, and, yes, the joys of being a Flex nut. The idea of all these beautiful Flexible coaches parked together, well, it boggled one's imagination. It was a Flex owner's paradise. All those coaches to inspect, so many questions to ask, and so many new friends to meet, and best of all, new friends who liked to talk about buses. The first Flexible Coach Parade was a memorable event. Imagine all those coaches parading back through the streets of their hometown of Loudonville to the factory where they were first built. These are some excerpts from a Flex parade taken from the 1986 video, along with some footage of the coaches parked in front of and around the Flexible factory. The buses were arranged according to the year that they were built, and many different models were represented. It was quite a spectacle. A tour of the Flexible factory was made available to us. Just think, all these buses were built right here. Back at the campground, the coaches were open for inspection, and our cameras caught all the action. We recorded the many social events of the three-day rally, which included grab bag games, a catered dinner with guest speakers, assorted picnic lunches, as well as a wonderful dessert party where lasting friendships were made, and the main topic of conversation, oh, you guessed it, Flexible coaches. Since 1986 was the first Flexible bus rally, many people were not aware of the background or history of these beautiful coaches. The old pictures and stories were so much enjoyed that Ron and I included in the video for that year a 15-minute historic synopsis, which described with pictures and commentary the history of the Flexible Bus Company, from its very first model right up to the present-day coaches. The 1986 rally was so successful that it was decided to meet again in 1988. Dick and Betty Marson again organized and coordinated the plans for the 1988 Flexible Bus Rally, held in Loudonville, Ohio, July 12th, 13th, and 14th. In 1988, the rally was located at the River Run campgrounds just outside Loudonville, Ohio. The long wait was over, and we were finally here, renewing old friends and meeting Flexible owners who were attending for the first time. Most of all, we enjoyed catching up on the news, as well as checking out the changes and improvements that were made to the various coaches since we last saw them. During the open house, our cameras caught the owners and their coaches and explored the interiors of each. People have told me that they watched the 1988 video over and over, just to get ideas that they could incorporate into their own coach. Each conversion was unique and wonderful. Again, there were many social events, and buses were discussed with great enthusiasm. This antique toy Flxible bus, fitted with remote control, certainly was a hit. Just as in 1986, the footage of the Flxible bus parade on the 1988 video was a favorite. What a sight that was! All those coaches, a Flxible convoy, a Flex Nuts fantasy. This year we got a police escort, and the townspeople gathered in town as the buses passed on their way to the Flxible factory. The coaches took turns lining up in front of the factory doors for a photography session. There were young and old, and big and little. There were Clippers, Starliners, Visa coaches, Sightseers, VL 100s, High Levels, and Flexliners. What an exciting day! Ron and I included some footage of our new Flex friends from Australia on the 1988 rally video. Des and Patsy Fiore corresponded with some of us in the United States, describing their great interest in Flxible buses and in our rallies. Here are some excerpts taken from the Australian video.
Well, hi to Dick and Betty, and to Michelle, and to all our other Flxible friends in the United States. This is Des Fiore speaking to you from Adelaide, Australia. And on the other end of the camera is my workmate and associate, David Sabine.
G'day, mate.
Hello.
The Australian video footage takes us on holiday with the Anzair Flxible Clipper Club. They are proud of their coaches, just as we are. And they organize extensive trips throughout the year, visiting exotic places and enjoying the company of other Clipper owners. We certainly did enjoy these scenes from our Flxible friends down under. Des and Patsy visited Dick and Betty Marson in Massachusetts the summer of '89, and some of us were lucky enough to be able to meet them at that time. Fortunately, they were able to return again the following year to make many more Flxible friends here in the United States. Let's return to Loudonville and Dick Marson.
Long life, and 2 years from today we'll be back here.
A wonderful dinner and a great toast by Dick brought the 1988 rally to a close. A group picture was taken, and plans for the Flxible bus rally in 1990 were discussed. Dick and Betty passed the responsibility for organizing the next rally to Buzz and Sharon Trabick. 1990 seemed so far away, a long time to wait to see everyone again. We made it! It's 1990, and the Flex owners from all over are getting their coaches ready to travel to Loudonville, Ohio for the 3rd Flxible bus rally.
Take 3.
Hi, my name's Buzz.
You're not.
This is Mrs. Buzz. I think you're running up a bunch of tape is what you're doing.
Oh, that's a better shot.
We have got them
Yes.
Take 4.
This is serious now.
Take 4.
Hi, I'm Ray Travis. This is my wife Sharon. We're from Temperance, Michigan. We drove down here in our 51 Visa coach, which I just repainted.